So we are here with Meghann York. She's the Direct Product Marketing, Salesforce Marketing Cloud. Hello, Meghann. How are you? And I have some questions I want to make to you. Dreamforce claims to be a great opportunity to learn, connect, and grow. Which are the main strengths on this event, this very big event?
Sure. So at Dreamforce, really our customers, our Salesforce customers, are in the center of everything that we do. So we have great customers here who are presenting about the way they use Salesforce technology, about their business challenges, in their business and how they have used Salesforce to overcome those. They're presenting about their customer experiences and how they use the technology to really augment those experiences. So it's a great opportunity for people really across the world, across industries, across job functions to come and get inspiration about what other people are doing now. And then there's also inspiration about what they can do in the future. So we'll be presenting a lot of great new product innovation where people will not only be able to see what they could go implement now or go do within their organizations now, but what they'll be able to do in the future as well.
And all this in 4 days, no?
Yes.
a lot of work, my God. Sure. Okay, Salesforce Marketing Cloud plays a very important role in Dreamforce, no? What does this platform exactly consist of? If you can say them with some words.
With the Marketing Cloud consists of, sure. So the Marketing Cloud is a platform for one-to-one customer journeys. So I can kind of unpack that a little bit and tell you what that means. So first what we do is bring all of our customer data into the Marketing Cloud. We really have a single view of the customer across all of Salesforce. And then we help our customers use all that data to create really personal experiences across every channel. So people who use the Marketing Cloud may be people who they're running their email campaigns from the Marketing Cloud, their social campaigns, their advertising campaigns, web campaigns, their mobile campaigns, and then we have a journey management solution that lets them pull all of those channels into one journey, so that no matter how the customer wants to interact with them, they can interact with that customer on that right channel.
Okay. Building and managing customer journeys is the main goal of Salesforce of this Marketing Cloud. No, which tools does this platform use to map the customer journey?
Right. So we have a great technology called Journey Builder, and Journey Builder is really what lets marketers build those one-to-one journeys across channels. So, like I said, we give marketers access to all of their data, and what Journey Builder does is it listens for changes in that data, or listens for a customer to do something. For example, when a customer maybe abandons a cart in a retail situation, or when a customer downloads maybe an ebook or something like that on a B2B site. And then once Journey Builder detects that a customer is doing that, and then automatically routes them down cross-channel marketing paths so that they can connect with the business that way. So for example, when somebody abandons a cart, maybe the Journey Builder is programmed to send that individual a really personalized email. And then if the individual does interact with that email, they may exit the journey, or if they don't interact with that email, we may put them down a different path of the journey. So it really listens and responds to customer behavior to make sure that customer experience is really personal.
And it's a big help for the retailers and for the brands, no?
Yes.
I think. How can business make the most of every touch point in the customer journey? No, because it's very complicated. There's so much possibilities for the customer today to get this way, another way. So it's not easy. No, I think for the retailer, for the brand at this moment. So how can you really help this?
There's a lot of noise, for sure, and
that's right.
Customers. It's also really challenging because customers have so many choices of where so many choices for brands, and also so many choices for channels. So it's a lot for marketers to keep up with. And really the answer is making sure that every touch point is really personal and really relevant. So, we have email marketers who use our email platform, and they create one template of an email, but then we use artificial intelligence to populate that email with content that's really specific to the individual. So you would get a different email than I would. And so brands who are doing that are are not just sending out your typical batch and blast email campaigns, which get lost in the noise. They're making sure every time they interact with a customer, they are acknowledging that they know the customer, that they understand their preferences, and then they're tailoring the content to really meet those. And I think those are the brands that are offering those really great customer experiences and will be differentiated in the market and will kind of break through that noise when they're making those interactions really personal.
The interaction with customer is of paramount importance for business, no? Is it possible to measure the impact of every interaction?
Well,
because you're specialized in, your software is specialized and measure everything, no? But is this possible in this complicated world?
Yeah, well, we have the tools to help marketers do that for sure. So if you think about, we call those journey analytics. So as that customer is going down the journey, or all of our customers are going down the journey, we let marketers get some insight into, what channels are performing the best, what content is performing the best, and then we allow them to test different channels or test different content in A/B testing situations. So the marketers really get a real-time look into how things are performing, and then they can be agile and change that very easily if something isn't performing how they would like it to.
All right. In order to increase sales, companies need to provide customer satisfaction. No, how can companies make customers love them? No, everybody wants customer love them, but sometimes it's not very easy. No, not all companies and not all customers are happy with the companies. So
it's definitely a challenge. So what we're finding is that analysts are saying that customer experiences is going to be the biggest differentiator for any brand. And so we talked a little bit about making sure that experience is really cohesive and personalized across marketing channels, but it's more than marketing. It's sales, service, and marketing. And so Salesforce really is kind of uniquely positioned with our technology where we have applications for all of those areas. And within that journey management solution I talked about, we can really connect all those areas of the business. So customer satisfaction is a really great example. We have customers who are doing customer satisfaction journeys. So when a case is closed, when a customer calls in and then that case is closed, we can put them down a customer satisfaction journey, and they receive a satisfaction survey. How did we do? And then if the response to that is positive, then they'll go down one path of the journey for satisfied customers. But if that response is negative, within the platform, we can actually automatically reopen that case so that the service representative knows to contact that person again. And we can create a task for the salesperson as well, who's maybe managing that relationship, so they can follow up. And so it's really and then we can also, if a customer has maybe an open case, we can suppress marketing to that person, so that if I'm unhappy with a brand at a certain point, I'm not receiving marketing materials from them that don't acknowledge where I am in my journey. So I think the answer really is connecting all those areas of your business. And a lot of times we see, new titles kind of springing up, like Chief Experience Officer or, Director of Customer Experience. And that's somebody who is, their sole purpose is looking at the customer experience across all the areas and figuring out how to connect those and make them very positive.
So that means that technology can help the human factor, because sometimes we say too much technology, don't forget the human factor, no, in the business, in the relation with the customer. But what you're explaining to me at this moment is that the technology, your technology, can help the human factor to make it better. No, that's the way you're telling me. I think
that is exactly right. And a lot of things that when we talk about personalization, that's the exact kind of analogy that we like to think about. We think about the in-person interaction and how it's very personal. You're sitting across from somebody, you can ask them questions, you can pick up on their cues. Maybe it's been a relationship that you've had for a long time, so you understand what they've purchased in the past and help them maybe recommend things that they can purchase in the future. And the other thing that we allow customers to do is sort of recreate the great things about that human interaction in their digital channels as well. So being able to digitally understand what a customer is doing and then deliver that relevant information to them at the right time.
Very important in this time.
Making sure that those two things work together for sure is really important.
What is the profile Meghann, what is the profile of companies who trust Salesforce Marketing Cloud? Which kind of companies?
Yeah, so really we have a wide spectrum.
We see some big companies here outside, no Coca-Cola. We see some examples here in the fair.
Yes.
Very big companies.
Yes. So I mean, we have a really wide range of people who are using Marketing Cloud. So some of our customers are just using Marketing Cloud as maybe their email marketing platform, all the way up to using the Marketing Cloud to orchestrate, very, very complex cross-channel customer journeys. We've got customers like Mattel and Fanatics who are doing a lot of personalization, brands that you've heard about a lot. We have great companies like Donors Choose, who's actually a nonprofit who's using our technology to connect with their donors in new ways. It's sort of, for businesses, where are they kind of in their digital or marketing maturity? And then what we like to do is, even bring those smaller companies in when maybe they do just want a new email marketing platform. And then as their business grows, they can grow with the Salesforce Marketing Cloud because we do have all of those really advanced data capabilities and all of those cross-channel offerings as well.
Okay. Salesforce Marketing Cloud provides its clients with different products. No, which one are the most requested by your clients? Because you have so much products, so much services. Which is the top seller?
As a whole, or the Salesforce Marketing Cloud?
Okay, and I think the Salesforce Marketing Cloud in the.
Yeah.
Which
really,
of them?
we have customers spread across the board. Like I said, it kind of just depends on where that customer is and their particular evolution of their marketing efforts, and we sort of can meet them at any place that they are.
Okay. Which changes can we expect in marketing industry in the next 5 years? No, I know it's not easy to ask this because it's changing everything so fast with the digitalization, with the customer moving. But if you can,
well,
your vision?
It's something that we've announced here at Dreamforce, but I think that you'll only see this start to grow, which is around Einstein and artificial intelligence.
Okay.
So
we saw yesterday. No?
Yeah. So. And it goes really back to that personalization. So marketers know to differentiate their customer experiences, they need to connect with those customers really in a personal way. But it's impossible to do that when you have millions of subscribers and you're trying to do things manually. So, you just can't, it used to be, maybe email marketers would manually merchandise an email for maybe 10 different segments. But thinking of that, of creating 10 different emails every time that you want to come up with a campaign so that it can be personalized. And segmentation still isn't super personalized. It's not to the individual level. So what I think is that we'll continue to see features in the Marketing Cloud and across Salesforce that are powered by artificial intelligence so that we can use machine learning to understand what the customer wants. And then, make sure that those messages are sent at the right time, in the right channel, with the right content to each individual person. And I think that will free marketers up a lot to do some of the things that they love to do, which is around strategy, creative execution, those types of things. So, the machines definitely will not be replacing marketers. We're just taking on some of the heavy lifting of the decision making and the automation to be able to augment their efforts.
Okay, and now my last question. Do you have anything to comment on the rumored acquisition of Twitter by Salesforce? Because now everybody's rumoring Twitter will be to Salesforce or wherever will it go. Can you say some words about this or it's impossible?
I actually really can't comment on acquisition.
Okay. I'm reporter, we have to ask. You understand me, Meghann? I have to ask you?
No,
okay,
I
understand.
Can't
Okay. So thank you very much for all this interview. I wish you a good time here, happy time here, and a lot of exits I think you will have with this big exhibition and with this nice event.
Yes,
thank you, Meghann.
Thank
you, Meghann.